What's your name?
Pia. P-I-A.
Very good, Pia. Where do you go to school?
Saint Mary School.
St. Mary's School. And who does the cross remind us of?
Jesus.
We are convinced from the bottom of our heart that God has placed in every child a saint, and a hero, a leader for the common good, and a genius. And I will tell the families that we're going to help bring out God's plan, and that needs a beautiful cooperation.
St. Mary is an archdiocesan school, but we are actually run by the Disciples of the Heart of Jesus and Mary. It's an order of priests, mostly from Spain. I think that's an important distinction because they have such a beautiful model of education that really centers on a friendship with Christ, and there's a huge emphasis on virtues. And all of those virtues are enriched and magnified by our inclusion work. In my opinion, there really wasn't a better place for inclusion to take hold because the disciples have such a rich vision for education.
I will define inclusion as the ability and the desire and the will to offer the family a place where all the members will be treated as members of the family together, so that although all of them are different, their differences are part of the daily life of the school. I cannot picture a family in which any member is not welcome or respected or honored or loved. And everyone in the family learns how to help that other member as your personal mission and vocation, because it's your family. Back in time, maybe 2016, 17, I remember being already here helping. And I remember that we had to tell families, I'm sorry, we cannot help you. We don't have the means, we don't have the structure to help your kids. And I remember the entire family seeking another school.
And that struck me right away as, that doesn't seem right. And here we are, a lot of really smart, hardworking, faithful people. How could we not trust ourselves and trust in God that, yeah, we can make this a place for her? From my experience in public school, I don't think they were executing it that well. So even in an environment where lots of people had a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge, there still wasn't authentic inclusion happening. And again, my experience in public school showed me you could have all the money in the world and it does not mean inclusion.
Challenges, financial, obviously. If I want to help a certain number of kids, I need personnel to help me with that. And it cannot be volunteers. It has to be hired personnel who is committed and is going to work hard. I need the money to pay for that. I don't have it.
We also needed more robust training for our teachers to support students with more profound disabilities, and then also people to support teachers in supporting those needs.
And so not only train them, how much time is going to take me? Not going to happen overnight. Eventually, some part of the faculty will say, I'm out. I don't feel I can do this. This is scary. So I brought that to my prayer, and I brought that to my pastor, and I brought that to everyone. And I knew it was a little bit crazy. Hey, you're not ready for anything ever. So if it's God's will, and it sounds that it is, let's start and see where we go. So that's how I heard about Fire Denver, first of all. And the fact that it's allowing St. Mary's community to open to a beautiful mission. And then we need the support of Fire Denver to say, don't worry about anything else. Focus on that. And that for me is huge.
Certainly the mission of our Catholic schools is to hand on the gift of our Catholic faith. In the past, we were not able to do that with children with special needs. The changes that I have seen in our schools since the arrival of the Fire Foundation is the ability for our schools to open their doors and accept students with special needs, and to also hire teachers who approach the special needs child and has the skills for working with them. Certainly when donors are generous with the Fire Foundation, it helps us to not only maintain the 14 schools where children with special needs go, but it also increases our ability to put the program in other schools that do not have the program yet, but desire to have the program.
The Fire Foundation has been an instrumental partner in bringing inclusion to the Archdiocese of Denver. And not only just in terms of the financial support, but also the approach of connecting us to different members in our Denver and Colorado community that can help us grow the inclusion program. And that to me has been a really beautiful fruit of all of this.
I think what inspires me most about the Fire Foundation of Denver in supporting St. Mary is their actual real-life impact on people's lives. They have changed the lives of children at St. Mary and personally changed my life in so many ways. I tried to escape special education for a lot of my career, and God kept placing it in my path to make sure I became who God wanted me to be. The Fire Foundation has also given me the necessary confidence and education and just the beautiful formation that I've seen in my children from being at St. Mary and then from also witnessing their mom kind of come to some fullness. Even the relationship that my husband and I have with the church has really been enriched and fulfilled through inclusion and the support of Fire Foundation Denver.
We started in our first year with $100,000 worth of grants from the Fire Foundation, and 3 years later, we're up to $500,000, which is absolutely incredible. Looking towards the future though, this year we had over $1.7 million in asks from our schools that need help. Well, the growth has been fantastic, the need is there, and more help for our schools will only be able to serve more children and a greater population across the Archdiocese of Denver.
Because of donors like you, schools like St. Mary's and other schools are able to educate children with special needs and also hand on the gift of our Catholic faith and teach virtues and morals in our schools. The young people are learning how to relate to children with special needs, and all of that is through your generosity. And so I ask you to be generous in your donation this year.